Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zaza. So today I'm going to show you how I made these beauties. I made some sparkly autism awareness shoes because every day is Autism Awareness Day, right? So I made these on a whim. I didn't do any research at all, and come to find out there's actually shoe paint. So if you want to use shoe paint, you can get shoe paint. I used acrylic paint, and I'll show you later in the video the paint that I used, but shoe paint exists, so if you want to use it. But these turned out just fine. And also lots of glitter. They were super duper fun to make. And you don't need Toms, you can use any blank shoe. You can find any canvas shoe. I don't know how they would hold up on any other material, but they're holding up really well on these canvas shoes. So stay tuned if you want to learn how to make some just like these. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna need are bare shoes. It doesn't matter what kind, as long as the front is pretty blank and you have enough space to create something on it. I picked Toms because the sides are blank and I want to cover the entire shoe in the design. So I'm gonna do the glitter in the front, here in the front, and then the puzzle pieces behind that. And then I'm gonna put some puzzle pieces here in this little spot, puzzle pieces there, and here as well. So before starting on the shoes, I would recommend practice the puzzle pieces on a piece of paper. They get kind of confusing to draw, and sometimes you'll end up drawing some of them backwards. So getting into the practice of it is way easier than erasing on the shoe. I would also suggest using a reference photo for the puzzle pieces. So go on Google, type in puzzle pieces, and a bunch of images will come up and you can decide which ones you want to try and copy down. And after a while of practicing drawing the puzzle pieces, you'll get smoother at it, so it'll be easier when you decide to draw them on the shoes. So go ahead and grab your shoes and decide where you want to put your puzzle pieces. I'm putting my glitter up here and in the back, so everywhere else on the sides and the front are going to be the puzzle pieces. So you can go ahead and decide where you want to start. It doesn't matter. I'm going to start right here just because it has a seam. So here's some of the finished pattern. And here's the pattern on the side. I also forgot to mention, if you put a sock inside of the front part of the shoe, it'll help keep it firm so the front part doesn't bend when you try to draw your pattern on there. Drawing the pattern on the side, and this one is the other shoe. So here are the shoes with the puzzle piece pattern drawn on them, on the sides and on the second part of the front. This is where I'm going to put all the glitter, and back here too. Now this one is the first shoe I did, and you can see that I did end up erasing the first pattern. I tried using the putty eraser to erase, but the other one ended up working better. You can get most of it off, but it honestly doesn't matter because they're going to be covered in paint anyway. So the next thing that I did was I wanted to use all the rainbow colors, so I Roy G. Biv each puzzle piece, and I just put the first letter so when I'm painting the colors are more separated and I don't accidentally put too many of the same colors next to each other. So for this project, I didn't use actual shoe paint. I just used what I had on hand, which was Master's Touch acrylic paints. I'm starting with orange first because I wasn't really sure about the red that I had, and I thought I was going to get another one, but I just ended up using the one that I have. So using a small paintbrush, you're going to want to find all your O's and color them in orange. Here I'm adding a little white to the red, just so it's not so dark. You don't have to fill in the white gaps perfectly because we're going to do 2 layers and also go over it with the permanent marker. Now moving on to yellow. I'm switching shoes so I don't have to roll the other one over and mess up all the wet paint. Next is green. Next is blue. indigo. Since blue and indigo and violet are really close to each other, I made sure the blue I used was on the lighter side. Finally getting to the red, I thought I was going to buy a different color, but I decided just to use this one. The color was darker than I liked, so I mixed it with some white. And last but not least, violet. I also mixed this one with a little bit of white to kind of brighten up the color. So this is what the shoes look like with both paint layers, and it's completely dry right now. So the next step you want to do is grab any kind of permanent marker. We're going to outline all the puzzle piece marks with the marker. I decided to do this just because I wanted the shape of the puzzle pieces really defined. You don't have to do this step if you don't want to. This is just a personal preference. And this is what it looks like all outlined. So I tried using this glue in the beginning at first, but it's kind of old and it was really tacky and it didn't work out too well, so I don't really recommend this one. I ended up going out and getting some Mod Podge. This is the matte kind. I didn't use this one for the finished product, but it's fine for the layers. And next you're gonna need an assortment of glitter. Grab some paintbrushes. Make sure they're crafty paintbrushes so you don't ruin the ones that you like painting with. I have one that I'm going to paint with, and then some of them are a little more stiff, so I can brush off the excess glitter that gets on the shoe. This is also when you need your piece of paper to catch all the loose glitter. So the first layer we're going to do is laying the Mod Podge directly onto the puzzle piece, the color that you want, and then taking the glitter and pouring it directly over. Using a stiffer dry brush, just dust off some of the excess glitter. Find the next piece you want to do and add the Mod Podge. Now take your paper and hot dog fold it, and you can pour all the glitter back so you don't have to just waste it and throw it away. grab the next color, add the Mod Podge, and pour the glitter over. And don't worry about any missing gaps. Just like the paint, we're going to do 2 layers. Now I'm not filling in every single puzzle piece with glitter. I'm only doing a few on each side of the shoe to kind of give them little accent marks. Kind of pat the glitter around and dance it so it gets in all the little crevices, and then make sure you dust off all the excess. Dance it around. Tap, tap, tap. Next is the blue. So this corner is a cluster of blue, indigo, and violet. And the camera isn't really picking up how different the colors are. They actually look kind of the same. But in person, they look quite different. But the glitter's really gonna help differentiate those colors if they do look kind of similar. The violet glitter I have is very violet, which I love. Like I said, it's really gonna help kind of break up some of those color similarities. Now I'm gonna do the front part in glitter. I already did the first layer in the back, and now I'm gonna do the front in a purple color. And you can see it's kind of missing gaps and a little spotty, but none of that matters because there's going to be 2 layers. So here's what it looks like, all covered in glitter. Guess it's more of a pink than a purple. I put the Mod Podge and the glitter down in sections, like in rows. I didn't do it all at once because I was worried the Mod Podge would dry before I could get all the glitter on. And here's the other shoe. Just a big old spot, but I'll just fill it in later. And then I missed some spots under here too. Not a big deal. I believe I did the back of this one with the E6000 glue. That's why it looks a little more patchy. Got some regular glossy Mod Podge for the second layer. So everything's completely dry. It's been a few days. Now take some glitter in a little container, a little bit of the Mod Podge, and some water. Just a tiny bit of water. And you want to stir it until it's a liquid consistency. You don't want it to be too thick. And if it's too thick, just add a little bit more water. What we're going to do is paint over the glitter we already have to seal it and to make the color a little more vibrant. It looks pretty opaque and white, but it will dry clear. A little glitter, some Podge, and a drop of water. Mix it up. Notice how it's a little thick. It's not moving around as much. So I'm going to add a little bit more water. Now it flows better. When you use your paintbrush and none of it moves, it's a dead giveaway. It's way too thick. After doing these for a while, you'll learn the consistency that you like, and you'll be able to conjure up the perfect batch. Here I'm mixing up the gold for the back of the shoe. And I'm making quite a large batch just because this piece is a lot bigger. Now I'm mixing the pink batch for the front of the shoe. Here are the finished shoes. And as you can see, all the Mod Podge dried completely clear. You don't see any white traces of it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this middle part here. I don't know if I'm going to paint it or put more glitter. It's kind of elasticy, so I'll figure that one out later. Okay, so here are the shoes all nice and finished. I ended up painting that middle elastic part blue, and it turned out great. They're super comfortable and they're not stiff at all. I am so happy on how they turned out. They're so beautifully sparkly and colorful and better than I thought they would come out actually. Thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it and decided to make a pair of your own. See you next time.